was a night a couple weeks ago where I was gonna sneak out.
Not a good one.
I was gonna sneak out and get food real quick. I was gonna go to Wendy's or something. Lindsay was there. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna pop out, get food. I'll be right back. But then Iris clocked me, trying to leave, and she started like freaking out. Like, and I'm just like, if I leave, she's gonna like have a meltdown. It's just not worth it. She's gonna go to bed soon, and I'm just like, fuck it. I'll just take her with me. I'm like, do you want to come? Do you want to come with me? We'll just drive around. You know, I'll get the food. I'll come home. She's like, yeah. I bring her outside. I go to put her in her car seat, and it's like, no! She wants to in the 10 minutes in my driveway at like 10 o'clock at night. Her screaming. I'm like, well, fuck it. Back in the house. So it's like I'm back in my house. Lindsay's like, what happened? I'm like, it's a bust. It's not happening now. So I didn't get the food, and now she's like, now having been brought outside and then brought back inside, it's like complete meltdown, screaming, kicking, and I'm like, well, I should have just left without her because this is, now it's what happened anyway and I don't have food. And now the next hour and a half is like, fuck it, okay, well, just put her to bed now because she's already like having a fit, and it's like, ah, and she'll just like bang on her door and like hang on it and shit and go, no. And I'm just like, I just wanted to get a chicken sandwich.
All of that for a chicken sandwich.
Boy.
Dude, speaking of driving and having awful thoughts, I had this moment the other day.
Well, no one said that.
No, I just mean the awful thought of having to shit yourself.
Oh, okay. He's still on that.
I had this moment where I was driving to work, and I was about to turn onto a street that leads to the office, and there was this homeless guy there who's always there. And before I get into this, I know being a homeless person is very difficult. It's usually a horrible situation and everything like that. However, so there was a couple cars in front of me at the red light. They were stopped, and I saw someone roll down their window and reach out, and I was like, oh, they're going to give the guy some money. That's nice. And they gave him an Egg McMuffin. They had an Egg McMuffin from McDonald's, and they handed it to the guy. I was very hungry, and I was looking at this situation going down, and I was just like, this guy got an Egg McMuffin. Like, looking at that, and I was like, I wish I was that homeless guy. But he had an Egg McMuffin, and it looked really good. And what I thought to myself is, if that was me and I was in that scenario, that Egg McMuffin would have ruined me because I would have remembered that car, and for all the days to come, I would have wondered if that car was the Egg McMuffin car. Right, every morning I'd be like, what? There's a gray SUV. Is that the McMuffin mobile coming to give me an Egg McMuffin? And I just man, and for a second,
you have the freedom to get an Egg McMuffin whenever you
I know I do.
No, he can't because he doesn't want to tell Kat about it. He's tell her. You can get one delivered. You can meet the guy like 3 houses down.
I could. I really could. And for a brief moment in my life, I looked at a homeless man and went, lucky guy. Guy's got an Egg McMuffin.
That's a last judgment.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I think it's a pretty good note
like
to end on.
Yeah.
We should wrap it up
Hey,
here.
no.
Could go for
Man,
could go for that McMuffin.
You literally could go for
Yeah, you
an
could.
McMuffin.
The McMuffin that got away.
McDonald's is a
You could do that right now.
Wow.
All day breakfast.
No, I couldn't.
Wow.
A car drive up and hand me an Egg McMuffin, that would never happen. But one day it might.
If you're lucky.
If I get divorced.
If you're lucky. there you'll be. I guess I have money, but I don't know what to do with it.
My life is planned out. Divorced, bang, across Europe, don't pay the bills, wind up homeless, Egg McMuffins. This is my plan.
Rip Europe.
Rip through Europe,
homeless.
Homeless,
So we're gonna
Egg
end-
McMuffin. I'm gonna fly to the UK and I'm gonna rip through Europe like the Black Plague.
Weird.